The X-Men universe is home to some of the most powerful and iconic mutants in Marvel Comics, from Jean Grey to Storm and Iceman. These heroes possess powers that can manipulate the elements, alter minds, and even reshape reality. But among these extraordinary individuals, there's one mutant whose power stands out for its sheer uselessness: Bailey Hoskins. Bailey, a character from X-Men, worst X-Man ever, is a tragic example of the bad luck that sometimes strikes in the world of mutants. His story, written by Max Bemis and illustrated by Michael Walsh, explores themes of personal growth, belonging, and self-discovery, all while grappling with the fact that his power is, quite frankly, terrible. Bailey's power, a one-way ticket to oblivion. Bailey's mutant ability is unlike anything we've seen in the X-Men comics. He has the power to voluntarily explode himself, but only once. That's right, he can detonate his body at will, but unlike other X-Men with regenerative or reality-bending abilities, Bailey doesn't come back. Once he explodes, he's gone for good. This incredibly self-destructive power leaves him in a state of helplessness and confusion, especially as he arrives at the Xavier Institute to discover what kind of mutant he might be. His life takes a tragic turn after this discovery. After learning of his terrible power, Bailey's parents are killed by a Sentinel, a giant mutant-hunting robot. With nowhere else to turn, Bailey decides to stay at the Xavier Institute, despite his inability to contribute to the team in any meaningful way. Though his mutation is seemingly a curse, the Institute becomes his only refuge from the world's cruelty toward mutants. A coming-of-age story amid tragedy. Bailey's narrative in X-Men, worst X-Man ever, centers on the universal struggle of growing up and finding one's place in the world, even when the odds seem stacked against you. His power might be useless in a traditional superhero sense, but the emotional core of his journey is incredibly relatable. Through the miniseries, readers witness Bailey's attempts to fit in with the X-Men and find a sense of purpose, despite the harsh limitations of his power. Though this series has its moments of humor, it doesn't shy away from the deeper themes of personal inadequacy, loss, and the pursuit of self-worth. Max Bemis and Michael Walsh craft a poignant story about a teenager simply trying to find connection in a world that doesn't seem to understand him. The heart of the story. Despite Bailey's power being one of the most useless in the entire X-Men universe, his emotional journey is anything but. The story of a boy who must come to terms with his limitations while trying to find a way to contribute to the world is incredibly moving. X-Men. Worst X-Man ever stands out for its emotional depth, using Bailey's powers as a metaphor for feeling out of place and searching for meaning, even when life seems to offer little hope. The miniseries is a quick, lighthearted read that still resonates deeply. Its themes of identity and self-acceptance make it a valuable part of the X-Men legacy. Even though Bailey's power is, in essence, useless, his story speaks volumes about finding one's place in the world, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant one's abilities might be. In the end, Bailey Hoskins may have had the most useless superpower in X-Men history, but his journey is a testament to the importance of personal growth and perseverance, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges.